Hi. Okay. I'm doing this one. I said The Bachelor, but it can be applied to real life relationships as well because, all right, yesterday is almost to the last episode of The Bachelor. I thought it was the last one, but I forgot. They narrowed it down to two before he picks one because it was three this week and they narrowed it down, whatever. So, okay. Um, This week was the overnight dates and the fantasy suite dates. And everybody knows that fantasy suite usually means they have the option to sleep together, have sex, whatever. Okay. And that this week and the actions of what happens during this week has repercussions throughout the rest of the thing because some people have gotten mad and cried because the man slept with two people and not just one or whatever. Okay, so in the beginning of the episode, Zach says, I'm going to have a rule of no sex with anybody because I don't want the relationship. I don't want that part of the relationship to cloud my judgment about the relationship overall. Okay, so I'm like going, okay. I've heard of it, but not really ever before. Um, Sean Lowe um, was the first one to say that. And it was because it was on record. Like everybody knew he was a virgin and he intended to stay that way until he got married. Now, some people choose to do that, most people don't, but whatever's your preference is your preference. Okay, my point is the guy, Bachelor Zach, says he wants to do that. Okay, the first date was with Ariel, and he says he doesn't want to do that, and she says they're fine. So they give you the impression that nothing physical happened between them. All they did was sleep in the same bed or maybe talk all night, but nothing physical happened. Okay. Date number two was with Gabby. She spells it Gabi. Okay. So, besides being annoying, the girl, okay, I'll give you a synopsis and it's real because I watched the whole episode. I don't know why, but I watched the whole episode. Okay. So date number two was focused on the fact that she was picked second in the lineup or whatever. She has a problem with being number two and she never felt adequate enough in her first relationship, yada, yada, yada. The whole damn thing about number two. Okay. So then somehow they get past it and they decide to actually have sex together. And the reason why I know this is because originally he tells her, Gabby, I'm going to keep it between you and I, and it's going to be this thing, and don't worry, and whatever. Okay. Cut two, before date number three, he gets Jesse Palmer, the host, and says, oh man, I know I said whatever, but I broke the rule because I actually slept with Gabby, but I don't regret it. And but I feel like I should tell Katie, which was the third date, what happened and whatever. And okay, number one, okay, you made a deal, a promise, whatever, that you're not going to do that. Then you go and change it. And then you make the woman feel like, Gabby, feel like you broke her confidence that it's going to be between you two. And all of a sudden you flip it for somebody else. And how do you think she's supposed to feel about that? If it was real life, okay, number one, it's not that I don't have a problem with multi dating people if you're single. Okay, if you're married, why are you doing that? But anyway, that's another thing. Okay, but if you're single, I got no problem with multi dating. The problem I have is like lying. I have a problem with lying. People lying. People saying, I'm not doing nothing. Oh, no, no, no. Or on the flip side, the man says, oh, well, you're supposed to be exclusive with me, but then he's going around doing the same thing. So it should be equal opportunity in a way, but I don't mean it in that way. I mean, you should have the ability to do the same thing on both sides. Okay? So that's why I say it can be applicable to real life, because there are people, and men and women, but I'm speaking as for like men because I deal with men and this with men all the time. Okay? They'll say one thing, then they do something completely different. And then when you call them out on it, they can't handle the fact that you called them out on it. Not the fact that they're doing what they're doing, the fact that you called them out. Um, so then, okay, cut to the end of the episode, and of course he lets go of Ariel, which that brings up another point, okay. In a real relationship, real life, okay, do men place more value on the sexual connection or the other factors in a relationship? Now, if you want to be good and like think good, then you would think that the sex would have no part of it. But then, based on his reaction at that he let go of Ariel, means that either he didn't feel any sexual chemistry with her, or it just wasn't there, or he didn't want it to be there. I don't know. But he let go of the one person he didn't sleep with. Although I don't know if, I'm assuming he had sex with Katie, but I'm assuming because I don't know. But I know that he had sex with Gabby, so. But I just don't like it as a woman, the fact that you throw the one woman under the bus to make the other woman feel better. And the other woman, on the other hand, the third woman, Katie, did not feel good about knowing what happened between him and the other one. So, in reality, what exactly did you accomplish? Because now you got the woman pissed off at you because you lied to her. And you got the other woman who doesn't really feel good about you because you basically told her you slept with somebody else. Only comes back to my original thing. What exactly did you expect to happen when you deal with two women like that? So that's my take on The Bachelor. I'll come back next week with the final decision. I'm hoping, okay, I'm not a betting woman, but if I was, I'd put all my chips on Katie, but who knows if that's how it's going to turn out. Alright, I'll do another video real quick, and then that'll be it for the day because I'm waiting on somebody to fix behind me so it doesn't look like a construction site. Alright.